There's a lot of guys watching my channel, a lot of my subscribers, where you're on self-improvement, like you genuinely are a savage. You've been working hard, you've committed to your grind. Maybe you've even got a good job. You know, a lot of the guys that are sub to me, you've got your head screwed on, you've actually like finished uni or something, you've got somewhat of a decent job, but you just don't feel fulfilled in that job. Like you want to do something more meaningful, you want to build long-term skills, you want a little bit more freedom, and you want to be able to do stuff like this where you can just move to Thailand for a month with your boys without having to like get on your hands and knees and like beg your boss to give you the time off work. So for me, the thing that got me out of my job, the thing that helped me like achieve this sort of level of financial freedom, the foundation for me was high ticket sales. And in this video, I'm going to break down 3 books that every single person watching this video needs to read, and it will make you more successful in high ticket sales 100%. Like these 3 books that I'm going to share are OP as fuck. So stick around, watch until the end, especially the last book that I'm going to talk about. So yeah, let's just dive into that, boys. So book number 1, How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you're on self-improvement, you might have already read this book anyway. It's more of like a general life book. But what is sales? Sales is just about understanding people. If you can become a good communicator, you can understand people, and you can learn how to resonate and ask the right questions, then you're going to be fine when it comes to sales. So How to Win Friends and Influence People is a really, really good book for just really understanding how to actually talk to people in a way that people want to be spoken to. Really good book. I've read it twice. I got my brother to read it as well. It's like, I think it's my brother's favorite book of all time. So yeah, it's a really good book. How to Win Friends and Influence People. What I'll do as well, I'll put links in the description, or maybe I'll just put a picture on the screen so that you guys know which books to buy. Book number 2, and this is by far the best sales book, like the best sales specific book that I've ever read in my life. It's not even questionable. So for some context here, I've been through over £12,000 worth of sales courses. 12k. I've been through 12k in sales courses, and I've learned more about sales from this one single book than I did from any of the courses that I've been through. Okay, so this is a really, really, really good book. I literally buy this for like most of my Alpha Set students. I've bought this book for like at least 20 people. The New Model of Selling by the GOAT, Jeremy Miner. Jeremy Miner, when it comes to sales, this guy's pound for pound number 1 by far. Jeremy Miner is so good at what he does, and his book is amazing. It doesn't just talk about like the super generic stuff like establish authority, build rapport. Like it's not just like the basic stuff. Like it actually goes into depth about all the different types of questions that you should be asking on these sales calls, and how to lower sales resistance so that you can actually pierce through the defenses and make the sale. Really, really good book. So yeah, the main takeaways from New Model of Selling: the best way to sell in 2024 is by actually being genuine. Learn to sell with human emotions rather than just against human emotions. High pressure sales tactics don't work anymore, especially in the online space. It's about appealing to their emotions and making them feel comfortable, asking the right questions. Reading that book, you're gonna become a master at sales, I promise you. So read that book and implement everything. And then the last book, the 3rd book that I think everyone needs to read in order to be a savage in sales is, well, you need to get your PhD in savage mentality. And there's only one book for that, which is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Is this related to sales specifically? No. But in order to thrive in sales, you need to be a fucking savage. In Alpha Setters right now, I'm actually building a course module for the Alpha Setters, which is the How to Become a Fucking Weapon course. Because this all goes together. Like, this is why Alpha Setters are on top of the market, because we really build a community, a culture around being a savage, like embracing hard work, always going above and beyond, trying to beat everyone else. And that's what Can't Hurt Me is going to do. Once you read this book, you read about David Goggins doing all this crazy stuff, running 100 miles on 3 days' notice, breaking both of his feet, and getting kidney failure, pissing himself, shitting himself, and then still finishing the race. It's like, when you hear about David Goggins doing all of this crazy stuff, like, how can you sit there and be a bitch and be like, I don't want to cold call today or something? Like, after reading that book, you're going to feel so pumped up. You're going to feel so much more motivated, and you're going to have the mindset necessary to thrive in this industry. Sales is not for everyone. Absolutely not for everyone. The princesses will come into the market and they'll get flushed out straight away. because sales is not for everyone. Sales is specifically an industry for savages. Because we're paid based on our work ethic and our skill set, that automatically means that if you're anything like me, you know, you're ambitious, you're like literally like so hungry for success, you're willing to sacrifice whatever it takes, and you're just willing to put in the work. If you're like that, then there is so much money to be made in sales, but you just have to have the right mindset, the savage mentality. So in my opinion, the most important book for you to read if you're getting into sales, you're trying to, you know, escape the 9 to 5, trying to escape the matrix, you're getting into high ticket sales, the most important book for you to read, in my opinion, is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I've read it 8 times. I think rereading one good book is way more valuable than just reading a load of different new books. Internalize that book, boys. Internalize the savage mentality. And with the right mentality, it would be unreasonable for you not to succeed in sales. Anyway, that's all for this video, boys. Hope this helped. And as always, keep grinding.